Hello, my name is Charlotte Dillons, and today I will be interviewing the cast of Lost Season 4 in this bonus episode.
Hey, Lost in Us!
Hello, Charlotte, and I'm super glad that the entirety of Lost Season 4 is out and everyone can go watch it.
Yes, me too. The wait's finally over. Oh, and just let the viewers know where they can watch it.
Oh well, they can watch it right here on the SNN YouTube channel.
First, we're gonna start off with a Q&A session. The first question will be to, let's go with, Simone, the main character. What do you think the hardest scene to film in the show was?
I think the hardest, episode in general to film was probably the final one, because I walked into the studio that day and I'm like, it's over already? And I didn't want to stop filming. I wanted there to be more episodes, but I guess all good things have to come to an end sometime.
Oh, and not to mention that it wasn't just the season finale, but the series finale, too.
Oh, right. And we have, 3 other seasons of Lost that we're kind of, letting go of, kind of.
How about I ask that same question to the end, because you've had quite a few stunts in the show, and I want to know, what scene was, the hardest to film? Oh, I'm thinking it was that final scene in the episode called Leanti. It was when Twigs was up in the tree and she got stuck, and I had to go up there and rescue her. We were actually on not atop of the tree, but very high off the ground, and I kind of have a fear of heights, so I had to put that beside me and okay, gotta make this scene perfect. And it really shows that your hard work really paid off. Okay, next question is for Twigs. Your character is more of the comedic relief in the show. What would you say your funniest line had to be?
Oh yeah, I think my funniest scene was definitely that one time where Simone was like, my sewing isn't that bad, guys, is it? And I'm like, no, it sounds like angels going through cardiac arrest.
Oh yeah, Twigs has so many funny lines. How can you pick just one? So the next question I'll ask is for Spectra. So, there were a lot of dragons in the previous episodes. How did you feel having to fill those shoes to be the, dragon of this season, if that makes sense at all? I mean, yeah, I did have some pretty big shoes to fill with, Anora and Cinder in the first few seasons. And, I know that my character doesn't have the most lines or screen time in the show, but I still think I play a pretty important role, because without me, the whole clue system and finding out riddles or whatever, that wouldn't really be a thing without me. Well, the show definitely would not have been the same without you. So, final question is for Pawn. Do you think you relate to your character in real life? I mean, at first my character could show signs of being more bashful and shy and a little nervous, and I think in a way I could relate to that, because the first day I came on set, it was during episode 4, I think, where at first I was introduced as I don't know, I was an urban legend that people thought it was a ghost, but later on I became a part of the main cast, and it was definitely hard to warm up to the other cast members, but they took me in with warm arms or loving arms. I don't know how to describe it, but they definitely made me feel like family.
I mean, you're not related to any criminals, so that's good.
Yeah, I revealed that my parents were famous Japanese criminals, and that's why I lied about being from China. Well, I have to say, you definitely made the show better. So next, we're gonna have some of the cast members show us their favorite sets. So here I am with Simone in their little hideout room, I don't know. And it looks a little dirty right now, but the carpeting isn't in here, but Simone can still give us her thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how this, once was, just a regular crying space for Opal, who was a character in Season 3, and then it became, kind of the main place throughout this season, and honestly, I love this place, and to be honest, it kind of feels like a second home, just saying.
Yeah, I can totally see why it would seem like a second home. I mean, it feels so roomy in here. I know we look very small in here, but trust me, this room is a lot bigger. Hey guys, it's Pawn, and right now I'm here to show you Welt's Tree. The first time that it appeared in Lost Season 4, it had no leaves whatsoever. We were filming it in winter, but we're filming this in, spring, so there's a bunch of leaves on it right now. And I think it looks pretty either way. I just always loved nature and climbing on things, so getting to film with this spot, not once, but like 2-3 times, was so cool to me. I love being close to nature. So right now, I'm here with Twigs, and we're going to show you a little bit more about the Infinite Bush. So Twigs, would you like to tell us more about it?
Yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory. We've explained it in the show, but the Infinite Bush is pretty much just a big bush that we really can't get over, even though in real life it's not really that big of a bush. But I honestly really like the concept of an infinite bush, trying to like get around it, and I think we had some pretty good scenes with this little bush right here.
Yeah, and your character chewed their way through the bush twice. How was that? I'm assuming you didn't actually eat through it.
Oh, of course no. Pretty much how we did it is like I would be up against this and I would be like shaking and I would make like munching noises, and like we'd show the other cast members and we would just like throw leaves and sticks at it to make it look like I'm eating something, but I'm really not.
Well, that's really cool. And from what I know, I think out of the key settings from this season, the Infinite Bush is the only like new setting we've seen.
Oh yeah.
And it's definitely a pretty cool one. Leanne here, coming to you live from the oak tree, or big oaks tree. Except I don't really need to be up here. It's springtime, it's hot, there's a hammock up here I can lay down on. So basically, what we did with the oak tree is, during the episode Leanne, me and Simone got into a fight and I left the group, and I made them all fend for themselves, and Twigs ended up getting trapped up here, and what brought me back with them actually was, me saving Twigs and realizing just how much I cared for the group. And I think this tree is pretty sentimental. Like, it's been a key setting in season 2, I think we got it from. And it is a really tall tree. It's not like the tallest tree in the world as we made it look to be. I hope we can all agree that seeing some of the settings from the show in a more in-depth look was really cool. And now for the final part of the interview, I'm gonna ask the cast here some questions about their characters, and maybe we can get some, like, juicy gossip or whatever, or just they can just feel free to make stuff up on the spot. So the first question I have is for Simone. Why were you and your siblings in the foster system in the first place?
Oh. Do we actually, like, go into that? I don't think we actually, like, go really deep into it. I am just gonna say our mom was never really around. Our birth mom was never really around. And then our dad was just a not nice person. So he just set us up with the foster system.
Yeah, I mean, was your mom a nice person, or she just wasn't around?
I'm gonna say that she was never around. Maybe she had work to do, so that probably took her away.
Or other things, we don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe some, I don't know, infidelity.
Someone needs to start that Lost wiki.
The Lost lore.
I'm down.
So, we're thinking that maybe Simone's mom, she's a good person, just maybe not a good mother. That's what we're
Exactly.
thinking. Okay. So the next question I'll ask is for Leanne. What made your character so bitter and resentful in the first place? Oh, that's a tricky one. I think I'll just say that Leanne likes to follow, like, her heart, like, march to the beat of her own drum. She was always meant to be a more independent person, and her having, like, role models in her life never really appealed to her, I guess. Has to explain why she was so mean to her brother. I think that's just Leanne letting out some of her anger, if I could think of any reasons as to why. So the last question I'll ask is for Twigs. What made Twigs' siblings hate her so much?
It was probably because of her, like, ditziness. Because obviously throughout the show, it is clearly known that Twigs is not the most brightest person. No, she's bright, she's just not the smartest. So maybe that's why she gets hated on.
Or maybe because of her, like, bubbly attitude or something?
Yeah.
That could be a factor. Maybe they're just not into that kind of stuff.
A really bubbly person in the show.
And it's very evident that you're the same in real life.
Yeah.
Just maybe minus the lacking the brains department bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today. And I just want to thank all of you guys for watching. I also want to thank the cast of Lost, this pretty awesome cast, for taking time out of their busy days to come film this with us. Well, thank you.
It was really fun.
If you haven't watched Lost, first of all, what are you doing? Go watch Lost Season 4. It's right on their YouTube channel, and I don't know if you might need to, but just go catch up on Seasons 1, 2, and 3, just for safekeeping.
Yeah, and like, comment down below if you loved Lost Season 4, or you hated it, liked it, whatever, just leave a comment.
This has been Charlotte Dillons, interviewing the cast of Lost Season 4. Bye, everybody!
Bye, Lost Nuts!
Bye, Lost Nuts! We love Season 4!
Bye!
Bye.